Three, two, one. Hey guys, it's Chris, the Natural Progressive, and I have with me today Sandy. Maggie May is going to join us, but we had a little issue with the time. She thought it was at 10 when it's not. Wait, there's some kind of an echo. I'm not sure what that is. Is
I
that
don't hear it.
you don't hear it? Okay.
Nope. Let me see if I hear it online.
There's some kind of an echo. I'm not
Nope.
sure what that is.
Nope. Didn't hear it. Sounds good.
Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. Anyway, so I'm still hearing an echo. That's so weird. I don't think I have anything open.
Mm.
Let's see. No, I don't have another YouTube thing open.
Just a little bit of a noise. Maybe it's your. Is it your this thing? Can you turn it down a little bit on? Do you have one of these on the?
I do. Can I hear it? Testing, testing. Okay, we should be doing this before, but
That's fine. Nobody cares because they're not with us yet anyway.
except for Torsten.
Hi, Torstein.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take this
Oh,
sound
and Pat
off.
the Batman fan.
Pat the Batman fan. Hey Pat,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Hola. He says hola.
Hola. Okay, I gotta
Okay.
pop my chat out again. I was just freaking out
I'm
because
not bothering with any of that. I just look at the phone, go blind.
Okay, well that'll work too. I just like to have it out. It's easier to type that way when I don't take. Okay.
Great
Well,
news, as in we're not going to die. Well,
I
we're not
wish it
going to
was
die
that.
right now. I'm not planning on dying right now. Maybe
Yeah, we don't know how long we
anytime.
have, and no one has ever known their expiration date. So, okay, so that's cool that we have Pat the Batman fan and Torstein here. That's cool. I think we're gonna have a really slow night just because of the holiday.
Yeah,
But
but it's not a holiday around the world, and we have a lot of people from around the world. But I didn't. We got to figure out maybe there's a way we can share this onto my channel at the same time, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
I don't know either how to
Oh God,
simulcast. I think Oz knows how to do that for
yeah.
sure. Oh, Karen Peterson's here. Hi, Karen. And
Hi, Karen.
Eshiva.
Uh,
That's
Me and Karen
awesome.
are trying to get a lunch date together. I want to go back out there too.
Oh man, you're lucky you live around a lot of people like that. The
Well,
the cool thing is there's a few people in Utah that have really cool ideas, like Terry Tempest Williams, who sent me an advanced copy of her new book Erosion, Essays of Undoing. I'm so excited. I've started reading it. I can't quote any of it. I wanted to, but on the back it says I can't yet. I have to get permission to do any quotes and stuff, but I am
Essays of
so
Undoing.
yes.
Okay, I also put it up. I mean, I
Yes.
typed it in. Cool.
Nice.
Hi, Ashiva.
Oh my gosh, is so amazing. I cried just reading the preface. It was so amazing. The preface.
Preface.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be better than what I'm reading. I'm reading Burning Your Bust because,
Oh.
well, Victor Tiffany's interviewing me, and he
Mm-hmm.
was the founder of the Burning Your Bust movement. And
Mm.
I interviewed him with my girlfriend Kia when I was with Real Progressives in 16, when she helped me hobble all over Philadelphia. And he's pretty amazing guy. And I was reading tonight, and I can't find my reading glasses. So I'm like, oh
Oh.
my God, I have to finish this book. And I didn't finish it. I don't want to look like a complete moron.
Oh my
Right?
gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's devastating. It's no wonder Hambone keeps like a whole bag full of extra reading glass. Because I broke mine. It's like, and of course mine are dollar store too. I have really bad up close vision. Even these are progressive lenses, so I can see sort of okay up close. But my eye doctor told me that I have horrible, horrible up close vision. Like the normal bifocals don't cut it.
I
It's
get you.
sad. I'm old.
No, we're just, also our eyes. We age them faster by online.
Reading.
Nobody.
I've read my whole entire life. Reading, and more reading. Always doing research and more
Yeah,
research. So that will kill your eyes, I guess. But yeah, he said that it's Most people my age have it's really simple. That's like you're this age, you get this times magnification. He said
Yep.
mine is over 3 times the normal magnification needed for my age.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, whatever. But anyway, I'm super excited. I've already started this book. I can't wait. I'm already working on an interview. They said September, so it's quite a ways down the road. I'm like, I hope the planet doesn't die before then. Is anyone else here in Echo, or is that just me? And hi, Michael Cooper and Gazar. Always awesome to see you too. Already working on an interview. They said September, so it's quite a ways down the road. I'm like,
I don't hear it echo, and but there is always a lag.
is this a ladies only like a hen party?
Well, we're going to talk about things. I mean, last night we did our thing on Alaska, and I have been putting up information from Rick Toman, who is out of Alaska up there.
I listened to the rest of that on my way to work this morning. So that was really good information, and I suggest everybody go in and watch that if you have not seen it. And it was pretty cool that you uploaded the last video we did onto Environmental Coffee House. How did you do that?
I just downloaded it. It's anything that's less than 50 or 55 minutes, I can download right from you save from net. You just take the link and you put it in and it downloads for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I didn't know you could do that.
Of course. Well, you can't do that with some people's stuff. But how do you think, all those people that do debunking videos and they sit and they show clips of people's vids and they say, oh my God, this guy's a complete moron. Well, they download it, they use something like I did, and then they edit, of course.
Yeah, which I don't edit. I can't edit. I'm not there.
I'm trying to learn. It's very hard, and I get a lot of critique online about my inability or cutting off Antonio's head or, Nicholas moving around the screen. And you know what? Tough shit. I've said it before. I'm going to try to go to work.
Yeah. Whatever. It's like, we're not freaking CNN, MSNBC. We don't have all those bells and whistles and gadgets, and we're not perfect. It is what it is. Things happen, and until you just, I mean, would you rather have correct information or would you rather have a fancy production? That's where we're at, Truth. But Karen says she doesn't hear an echo, so that's good.
You know what?
It's Wyman Wednesday. It's all about our bodies. What? Torso?
This Google Hangouts, the only thing I don't like about it is that we can't be on the screen together. Or you can. Well, you can, but it's like if I blab or say something, right away my fat face is on there, and then it takes away from you, and I don't want to do that. So I'm
or like, you laugh and then you're changing away. Yeah, I know. I wish I could afford to have the monthly Zoom subscription. God, I can't even. Subscription. It's $59 a month. I can't afford that. I can barely afford to feed my horses. I can't afford to take food out of their mouths for this. I
got Ecamm Live, and I'm learning it. I'm not good at it, but I got Ecamm Live. I paid for the year though. I bankroll the whole thing, and that's probably why I'm always perpetually broke. And I opened an eBay store this week selling jewelry. I'm getting rid of everything.
Nice. My daughter just gave me a ton of jewelry, but half of it's stuff I gave her. Like, I don't wear jewelry, Mom. Take this. So I have bags and bags of jewelry. Some of it's really nice. I have to sell it because what am I going to do with jewelry? I mean, I really don't wear jewelry hardly at all.
I do. And my husband said the same thing. Like, what are you doing with all this jewelry? We live in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know. I have these rings, but they're just silver. They're and turquoise. And I have a couple more silver and turquoise rings that I like, but I can't wear them for very long because they'll get stuck on my finger because my fingers swell. So I can only wear them at certain times of the year when my fingers aren't swelling. Over the winter, no way. My fingers swell like no other, and then they'll shrink up, and then they'll just fly off. So
I
I
like
know.
silver. I have silver too. I love silver, white gold.
I
But I'm
do
wearing
too.
actually I'm wearing tonight. It's my grandmother's necklace. So there I mean
Oh,
it's a charm that was my grandma's. So some things are good, but the rest of the shit is what I bought over a million years of my life as an investment. And it's really not an investment. And now it's
yeah.
a pain in the ass to dump, because I have to wait till it sells on eBay and nobody wants to give you what any of it's really worth if you sell it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I
Shiva,
have
you're too sweet. You got to read the comments.
I'm gonna look.
Shiva's being awesome. Peterson is being awesome. Say hi to Basil for me, Karen. Um, oh my
We're
gosh.
entertaining. Well, you know what it is? We're entertaining because Chris and I are talking like we're sitting in our house. We've been girlfriends forever. Only we're doomer girlfriends because we know that we don't have forever. You know, but we're
Osama's
living our
here.
lives.
Exactly. And the only people that really understand what's going on are these people in this community. So it's almost easier for me to talk to you than the people in my real actual environment. Because like Hambone says, you normies, how do you start a normal conversation with normies when there's all this weighing on your mind all the time? It's like, okay, well, I really don't give a crap about the political horse race. I really don't care about, the small little details of your relationship when all this is going on. I can't be happy for your new grandbaby. I'm sorry. Um,
Well, wait a minute. You listen to me whine about my relationship.
I know, but that's different. I mean, it's different. It's like, okay, once you get all that over with, then you can talk about the little stuff. But once you have the big stuff covered, but when people are just sitting there living their life like nothing's happening, everything's just fine, is going to go this way forever. It's just fantastic. They're planning for 30, 40 years in advance of, it's like you really need to know that you should live your life for now, not for 30, 40 years in the future. Um, just because you don't know what's going to happen, we don't know. No one has the exact date, and so right now is when we need to take advantage of every minute we have. And you know what's really cool, kind of about that, you really realize that you need to spend as much time as you can with the people you love. And my daughter is moving to New Zealand, and it's kind of like I feel like that's I'm after this month I'm probably never going to see her again. I'm never going to be able to hug her again. And so it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of every single moment. And that's kind of the way, this whole realization should be affecting people. It's like, take advantage of every minute you have
Yeah.
with
Well,
everybody.
Torstein's leaving. He doesn't have time for us.
Oh,
No,
bye,
really,
Torsten.
when you get to the seriousness of what you just said, that is heavy. And
Mhm.
our graphic artist on ECH, Mindy, her daughter moved to New Zealand.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's pretty. That's kind of something. Mindy, yeah, I haven't gotten Mindy onto this show yet, but to come visit and come watch, I have to. But what is your daughter gonna do there?
Well, she's moving with her significant other. They're not married or anything. They
Same
don't
with
really believe
Mindy.
in marriage, but her significant other is a game developer, and she has a channel on Twitch where she plays video games and reviews games and stuff. So
So she can work anywhere.
yeah, yeah, and
Wow.
and so yeah, so my son-in-law got off. I'm gonna call. He's my son-in-law. I don't care what anyone says, just because there's no paperwork. He's still my son-in-law. He got offered a job in game development in New Zealand, so he's going to do that, and she's of course going with him. So they're
Okay. Just never say never. But again, love the time you have because I know that if it was me, I would not be flying over to New Zealand to visit. I doubt it.
yeah, there's no way I'm going there. If she comes back here, yeah, but I doubt I'd ever make it there. I mean, I did want to go to Australia at some point. Now I don't. I mean, it's on fire. Why would I want to go? Everything's dying. Um, but I don't know.
Well, I'm looking at some of the comments. Talking about nothing. I like what Dan said. Dan said, wait. Oh, the only kind of talk I like is the kind that grows corn. But that's his talk. But no, he said something else. He said, oh, where are you? It was good. I liked it because he's true. It was true about talking about nothing is the only thing that is acceptable in society. And
Yes.
he said that, I think, when you were talking about that you have nobody in the flesh to talk about all this stuff. So
Mhm.
actually, here we are, but we're not talking about nothing. I mean, we are
We're-
making societal commentary here.
Yeah, we are. We may sideline into other things, but for the most part, we talk about important stuff, which reminds me, I'm just curious what everybody thought of Marcus Conte. He's not, I don't know, he's not the average YouTuber. He's a little different. He's a little out there. He can be very offensive, very abrasive at times, even. It took me a while watching, and I think you'll have to do that too, watch him for a while. But I hope that his personality came through when he was on with me yesterday. I don't know. What did you think?
I thought he was interesting. I thought he was definitely progressive. Oh, gesundheit. God bless you. She's poor kid. She's sitting there sneezing. Now I can't hear you. You sneezed your
No
mic off.
allergy. I turned the microphone off so you wouldn't have to hear me. Sorry.
Okay, Marcus. I definitely got the vegan idea from that he's totally into this, which is great.
Zox has
Um,
been following for a while. That's cool.
yeah,
And I
and
know Pat Hacker has, me and Pat Hacker share that. So I have for a while. Did I see Pat Hacker here? I thought I saw
yep.
Pat Hacker here.
And I
So,
thought he was relatable, and I liked, um, the fact that he's not a kid, so he's got the experience behind him
mhm.
in life. So yeah, I was very happy to watch it and type away.
I thought it was very enjoyable. I watched him and I'm like, okay, this would be a really fun person just to have a sit down conversation with. And so I made it happen. But even if we don't agree on everything, but I agree mostly with almost everything. Is every once in a while, and sometimes I don't know how to take him. But then you find out who he really is. I mean, if you watch enough of him, you see there's a lot of sarcasm, and sometimes people could take that sarcasm wrong. But I think he's awesome. There's Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
I haven't watched him enough yet, but sarcasm is also irony. And irony is what we are living in today. We are in an
Mm-hmm.
ironic world. Everything is irony. Everything is the past repeating itself, only exponentially damaging.
Yes, yes, absolutely. The thing I thought was kind of interesting is what he said about not being able to talk about the climate issue on his channel, how he got beat up for that. And so he wanted to come on my channel to be able to discuss that. So I thought that was very interesting. Don't you? I mean, how many others are there like that?
He got beat up for that.
Yeah, he said that during the interview.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I don't remember now if he said that in the interview, if he said that on his channel before, because he promoted the show before on his channel. Maybe that's where I heard it. Yeah, it was probably there. Right, but he did a video right before. He says, well, if you guys, don't let me talk about it, I'll go on this other show and talk about it. And that's fine, whatever, in his way that he does that. And it's kind of, it says a lot that feels like he has to evade that topic on his channel.
I completely agree. Even if your channel is the slightest bit political, climate change, climate disruption, environmental destruction, it is the topic of the day. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely now am drawn to the channel. I'm going to have to watch and see what his followers are talking about.
Yeah, he has a lot of Trump supporters that follow him, which is really, but they still get pissed at him for some of the things he says. But you'll notice once in a while he'll be wearing "Make America Great" hat, and then he'll wear a Bernie Sanders hat, and then he'll wear just a plain old hat. I mean, it's so funny. It's like that's why I didn't know how to take him at first. It took a while. Like I told him when I first, got on with him, it's like, I watched you for quite a while before I actually decided to sub because I didn't know what you were about. I didn't understand, and I didn't know if it was kind of a trick that you were
Hmm.
playing. And it sounds like yeah, he was sucking in the Trump supporters, so he sounded like a Trump supporter, but he wasn't. And
Perhaps he could do more than to educate his audience instead of worrying that they get mad at him, and he could open their eyes. He should have you on as a guest. He should have us on as guests.
I know, I know, but I'll be just happy if he comes on my channel some more and bring some of his people, because there are people on there that want to hear that. They're just, you know how it goes when you're on like a right wing site or something like that, and you say something about climate change, you just get attacked viciously. So I'm sure there's a lot of people on his channel that just gave up talking about it, in the comments and all that. So the supporters just are watching him, appreciating the work he does as far as politics, but they also he dips his foot into the climate thing every once in a while, like this thing he did on molecules and cells and how they're all, kind of relating it to the whole planet system and how we all depend on each other. And that was like, okay, he gets it. He understands. When I watched that video, that's when I knew he understood. And that's why I had no problems inviting on him on my channel to talk about that.
Well,
So
that's cool. You have a lot of moxie. You want to bring somebody on, well, you go for it. I felt that way also at one time. Now I'm a little, I'm in a different direction. Um, as far as I like the fact that I have others that can interview people on the channel, and I maybe take a little more of a back seat at this point. But
my favorite part is just talking to you guys. It's like that's my very, very, very favorite part. I'm not pursuing interviews as much as I did at the beginning, but I am still pursuing some. Like Derek Jensen is tomorrow, so excited about that second interview with Derek Jensen, and then
absolutely, that's a wonderful accomplishment.
yeah, and then Jordan Sheridan next week.
Yeah,
So
that should be interesting. Jordan, I submitted a tape to be one of his journalists back in who the hell knows when, just to do it on the side. But then I realized, you know what? I really like my own thing. I don't want to do it for anyone else. I want to be able to have creative license on ECH, and
I
that was
definitely
that.
want creative control with everything I do. I don't want to be told what to do and how to do it. Um, we'll see. Although I think me and you are far and above some of the people that he has brought on. Um, just
Thank you.
saying.
Well, I also am not reliable as far as if I couldn't be reliable, because if I have those days where I am in pain, and this week was a week of that, I'm not reliable. That's why
Yeah,
I had to retire from my job I loved.
and I couldn't be like depended on because of my other job. So I mean, unless they're going to pay me the wages I'm earning now, which isn't going to happen. Um, I can't do it either. So I thought about it when he first made that plea for people. Make my hair stick up. I kind of thought about it, like half thought about it. I'm like, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Well,
be
I met
dependable.
I met Jordan in the first time I met Jordan was in DC. No, I mean in Philly, sorry, in Philadelphia. And we were both, doing the same thing. And he was with TYT and I was hanging with Real Progressives before, they've grown and changed and gone off in a different direction. But you're laughing at something.
I am Michael Cooper. Why would aliens want to come here? No intelligent life anywhere on this planet.
I resemble that.
I'm sorry, that's what was making me laugh. That right there. I mean, I catch comments on and off. I can't catch them all, but when I catch them, I catch them, and they're funny
Oh,
and they make me
yeah.
laugh. Especially while other
Dan
people are talking. I'm
Houlihan.
like, I want to read this comment, and people are talking. I'm like,
You have a great comment section. Dan is saying he's looking for the solar flare that ends our electrical infrastructure. Well, that is one of the reasons why I want to get my solar panels and batteries. I know it's not going to save
I'm
the world,
looking.
but I
I'm
want just
looking
a
for
little
that
bit.
too. I don't care. We don't have all the solar panels set up. We have a small setup for the camper, but other than that, I don't care. I just want the electrical system to go down and just stop all this craziness. Then maybe people won't have to go to work for the man anymore.
Are you prepared to die?
I am. I'm not prepared to watch my children die, however.
I
And
agree. I'm
and
not prepared.
that's the problem is I had a talk with my daughter. Was it last night? I think it was last. Yeah, it was last night when I came home from Wyoming. And we've had these talks before, but I'm like, she's a millennial, and like, what would you want to see from this older generation? Do you want us to if there's no hope, if you don't think there's any hope, do you want us just to fight anyway because we never know? And she's like, yes, that's all we want. We want you to fight like there is a chance, not expecting anything from it, but fight like there is a chance. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, Not everybody's going to agree with my position on things. I mean, obviously, Marcus Conte didn't like my idea that rebuilding our entire infrastructure would take too much from the biosphere and we wouldn't survive that way. We just need to reduce our consumption and reduce our population. I mean, he was okay on the population part, but not the reducing consumption. But I think it takes both. It's going to take both because even though they've increased the um, renewable energy use in California, they haven't reduced the fossil fuel use. So how is that going to help if we never reduce the use? We're just growing so much that they're using everything they can get, every additional power source they get, they're just using it. They're not shutting off the fossil fuels. Is that not an issue? I mean, am I crazy to think that's kind of an issue that we need to stop using fossil fuels?
No, you're not crazy. You are very definitely of the opinion that we have to do this now and it's do or die.
Absolutely.
There are
Oh,
others.
Val's here. Hi, Val.
Hi, Val. There are others that want to uh, basically go to renewable economy, but have to phase it in with fossil fuels because they think that there's no way that this capitalism could survive, or the business as usual mantra which
I
you
don't
talk about.
care if capitalism survives. Our planet needs to survive. I could care less about capitalism. I want to see capitalism crash and, yeah, just gone. I just want it gone. And we need
Well,
to live in a different, entirely different world, a different culture altogether that doesn't depend on raping the planet to provide things for humans. We need to live cooperatively in communities with our food grown locally and not being transported. And that's what it's going to take to save the planet. That's it.
actually, you're going to love a guy I'm having on.
Am I?
Mhm. He is a proponent of money-free society. Adam Soul. I've been
Oh,
following him
nice.
for a while, and I think we're gonna. I know you and I just said I just said I wasn't doing a lot of interviews, but I guess Adam is somebody I've been following for so long. It's not like a interview per se. We're gonna have a discussion, but I want to pick his brain on his proposals, and he's such a lovely, gentle soul. And he
Oh,
finally made it on to Jamin Shively's show. He talked with them. I found him when he was just making these videos. So I think that's going to be a very interesting discussion. And I want to try to bring him on with me maybe next week and be like it's in my living room, because that's basically what this is. It's just an extension of my living room.
oh, well, I can't wait. I would love it. Wait, I'm confused by it. When is round two with Weinstein? Do you know what he's talking about? Because I'm confused.
Okay, Brian on
Oh, Brian,
you
is
and
that
Brian
Brian?
disagree politically. You're very different, and I'm somewhere in the middle.
Oh, Brian Wines. Okay, yeah. I
Oh,
don't
Maggie's
know. They've
here.
been they've invited me on again.
Sorry.
Who's here?
Maggie's
Oh,
here.
Hi.
Maggie, you made it.
I thought
Yay.
I thought it was a 10 and I went to walk the dog.
Oh, it's okay,
That is
hon.
I know you
allowable.
have 10 minutes left, so
Uh, we'll probably go longer. We started late because I was waiting for someone to show up. So.
Okay.
But yes, I'll be on bio again with Brian. We had a nice conversation. Yeah, we had a serious debate, but I didn't take it badly. I don't think he did either. And he wants to talk about other stuff. I don't know how much we'll get into the Democratic Party thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so Maggie,
I'll get
welcome.
into that with him with no problem because I'm a little bit more towards some of his views. So I lie in the middle of both of you, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome. But no, he wouldn't argue with me enough. I wanted him to argue with me more. It was kind of
Brian's one. He's the New York guy. Who are we talking about?
Head in the
Brian
box, Brian.
Weinstein.
From Head in the Box.
Oh,
lives in the
Brian.
Pine
Oh,
Barrens.
yeah.
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 He's in New Jersey.
He's very much a Democrat.
He's very much establishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all on the Russiagate thing and yeah. You know.
Well, I don't consider Russiagate totally off the charts because I do consider there was a lot of bullshit going on.
Bye, Jeremy. Thanks for popping in.
Oh, but I'm not going. I'm talking. All right. There's a difference between Russiagate and then what you read in the Mueller report and what happened. So there is a lot of criminal activity, and there is a lot.
But that has nothing to do with Russiagate. I'm not saying that Trump isn't a criminal. I would never say that. That's ridiculous. This is the Russiagate takes the focus off the real issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It seems like a distraction.
It's totally a distraction. It also takes attention away from what was in the emails that they're saying Russia hacked into, which was a leak, not a hack. And it takes the attention off of what was said in those emails, and that was very important for our democracy. And if the Democrats were so worried about preserving the integrity of our elections, wouldn't they let the FBI scan their server instead of hiding it and destroying it?
That's a good
Absolutely.
point.
And wouldn't they let Bernie get the nomination like the people wanted?
Yeah, no,
Right.
but they don't. Yeah, they have no concern about that. So Russiagate's just a distraction entirely. So Maggie, what's on your mind? Have you seen what's in the news lately? Isn't it freaking nuts?
It is crazy right now. Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Pick a story. Bananas going extinct, heat waves, whale hunting.
Bananas going extinct?
Yeah. The bananas that we know are going to be functionally extinct really soon because of a fungus, because it's a monoculture, so they're really susceptible. There's not enough diversity, so there's this fungus that's going to be killing all of them. So,
and they're talking about the ones we eat, the
normal bananas that everybody eats. Yeah, that was on the news this morning on regular news, not even crazy whack job doomer news. It was on regular news.
Stream. I used to watch the news every morning, and now I put on YouTube. I
do both. I start out before I can open my eyes. I turn on the news on the TV, and then by the time I'm awake enough to type something into my computer, I shut off the TV and just watch.
Yeah, but it's
YouTube
good.
news.
I should watch it to know what's But I did hear shows where they were talking about stuff. So, but still, I need to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, did you hear about that hailstorm in Mexico?
Yes, I did hear about that. So
is that not crazy?
Yeah. And they said that never happened, right?
Yeah, that's just like incredible. And then there's all the crazy weather that's going on. Somebody was in my comment section from Europe saying that there's a huge heat wave. Like there was one day that was a record-breaking heat, and then they got some relief, and they said, but it's going to get worse again, like really bad. So
Australia last year was crazy. Yeah. Australia with bats falling from the trees.
All the wild horses that died.
Yeah.
And
just the other day we had it's today, I think, Italy, a volcano.
Oh, really? Volcano in
I
Italy?
didn't hear about that. Okay.
Wow, that's insane. Okay, banana. Oh, okay, bananas are dying. Yes, bananas are dying. Look it up. Just search bananas going extinct. Just search it. It's not all varieties of bananas, but the most common variety is going to go extinct. And I guess it's happened before with a different variety.
It's probably hot and the fungus can grow, right?
Yeah, they said it was because of climate change. Oh yeah, Osama, melting cars. Did you see that? The melting cars.
No. I'm embarrassed you guys are asking me about the news today. I'm not up on the news today, but I knew it was because I heard Hambone saying, "Oh my God," he said something like, "When you open up the newspaper today, it's like the apocalypse," or
Yeah.
he referred to someone else talking about, but whatever. Yeah. So,
Twitter is the apocalypse.
It's gonna get worse and worse. But gals, I need to take like a 5 minute. Do you think you can handle it for like 5 minutes?
yeah. Okay.
Maggie, do you mind if I read something really quick?
Absolutely.
I'm just going to announce
Oh, I like your
record
pendant.
heat. 2019 France, 45.9 degrees Celsius, 114.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Vietnam, 43.4 degrees Celsius, 110.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Cuba, 39.1, which is 102.4 Fahrenheit. Algeria, 51.3, which is 124.3. Iran, 54, 129. Pakistan, 53. No, these are going back down to 2018-17, and these are records. China, 50.5 C, 122.9. Earth is changing and fast. That is something else.
145 is.
I don't think it was 145.
I mean, 45 is 100 and.
45.9 is 114.6 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
It's hot in the world. And what do you think, Meg?
What are the people in Arizona? Can you even live in Arizona anymore? It's not. I thought I was hearing that it's not even livable. Getting really hot in Arizona. I mean, it's always hot in Arizona, but it's much more than it used to be.
Anybody here from Arizona? I know that people talk about the fact that it's always been they're used to 110, but this is where
I love
this
it.
is where people are dying. I mean, people are dying, and I read all these comments and I watch these videos. I'm sure you do, where people are saying, "What is it going to take? Millions for anything to happen?" It's going to take a huge catastrophe because nobody's connecting the dots.
I remember just looking at a video about Iraq. Iraq is really the heat in Iraq, the Middle East in general. Did you mention that? You probably mentioned that on there.
Yeah. Remember our servicemen had to go through living there and wearing all that gear.
Right.
Val says people go mad in extreme heat. I don't know. Tell me, what's your experience, Mags, with any extreme heat?
I mean, I'm in Pennsylvania, so, but we actually, speaking of heat, we are going to get air conditioning. We don't have air conditioning. We have window air conditioners. And I didn't want to do it, but we're already using the window one. So it's like, you know, environmentally, I didn't want to do it, put in the air conditioning, but we're going to need it. And we're already using the window ones. So that's my personal experience with heat, if that's what you're asking.
Well, we didn't have air conditioning either. And
do you have it now?
Yeah. When did we get it? A year ago? Because as I get older and sicker and it gets hotter.
Yeah. That's
and I didn't want it.
Right.
The minions are going to starve to death. Oh boy, these are really some comments. Everybody's pretty busy out there. Let's see. Going south. Torside says we got 8C in the middle of the night. Extreme summer heat for Greenland. See, this whole temperature thing and heat is scaring people, but not enough because nobody's hearing it.
Right.
that's on mainstream. They don't connect the dots. Maybe you could do a video with your dolls,
Yeah.
please,
Around
illustrating
heat
this.
or
Yeah, and
around
let
the media. I wanted to do something around the media. The media, not because like you'll read, it seems like the papers, like there's a written, I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. The written media seems very well, like we're always reading stories that way, but the mainstream news is not, and it's who they're owned by, I would assume, but we're not hearing it that way. And I wanted to do a skit with like, the dolls as like mainstream news people, and there's like a catastrophe going on. And they're just like la 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 la,
Oh,
la,
and then you have to have the smart reporter be that
right,
kid that's
like,
the
hey, I'm
smart
out
one.
here. Look at what's going on. And
Answer
they're
my
just like,
question.
"Oh,
How would you
right.
say, answer my question? That's not what
Answer
I
my
asked.
question." Yeah,
There you go. And then when they answer something stupid, that's not what I asked. I
right,
don't know how you do it, but you
right.
could do it.
Yeah, I want to do something about the media because it's like we're like in two different worlds. You turn on YouTube, but I was noticing that I think it might have been today. I forget one of Hambone's videos, but all of them. He's always reading articles. So is Black Bear News.
I
And
know Kevin at Black Bear. I had him on before too. I need to invite him back on again.
but it seems like they're putting it in the print media, and it almost seems like cowardly. Like they'll put it in the print media, but they won't put it up on the television. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
seeing like articles in the, or you're seeing like even when they were talking about the sixth mass extinction, they still are. But when it first came out with that, that was in the print, but not. I mean, I didn't see it on the. So it's like the TV media is not.
Yeah, the TV media sucks bad. They don't,
Yeah.
and they lie so bad. What they're trying to do is starting another war. The one with Iran.
Right.
Like you hear all this bullshit every single day, even on the local news. All this crap,
Yeah.
like them shooting down a U.S. spy drone that was in their airspace, and no one ever mentions the fact that it was in their airspace, and there was a accompanying plane that had actual people in it from the US. They didn't shoot that down because they knew that would be a disaster, but they did want to send a message and shoot down the drone that didn't have any people in it. So, do you ever hear those stories on the regular media? Do you ever hear that? Because
Right.
I don't hear that on the normal news.
I
Not
don't
at
watch
all.
it enough, but I do. I
Hi,
mean, I
Julie.
click
It's
on once
more a
in a
show.
while.
It seems like it's more a show. You know what I mean? They're trying to do like we're the right wing version or we're the left wing version.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems more like a
entertainment.
show and entertainment, whereas the print doesn't. But if you don't, yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly. But there's some print lies too. There's a lot of
right. Oh yeah, and the print is owned too. That's why I don't understand why they're doing it there, but they're not doing it unless they're not trying to. Unless
Book
they're
Herman's
trying not
here.
to panic
Hi,
people.
Book
I don't know why they would do it one place and not do it the other because
I
they're owned by the same people.
Yeah, they are all owned by the same people. But hi, just to the new people who just are here, Bill Wender and Phosphorus and Torstein's back. Basil's here. Hi,
Hi,
Basil.
Basil.
And of course Val.
Talking
Book
about you
Hermit.
today,
Oh, I see.
Basil.
Jilly Love. Did you guys
Oh.
say hello to Jilly?
Yes.
Hi,
She's
Julie.
all about the
I'm gonna
love.
grab my phone so I can see that.
Okay, grab your phone. Anyways, what did I miss while I was gone, Sandy? No, I'm not going to make you go through all that.
Oh, we were just talking about temperatures. I read off a list and how it's pretty scary, I think.
Yeah, I think it
But
is too. When we have multiple heat waves across the planet, generally, throughout history, we've only had, one place that had a major heat wave at a time, and now it's multiple all at once. And then the fires. I mean, I wake up this morning to there was, I think, 3 fires in Utah overnight. Like, yeah,
Wow.
fires everywhere. Yay, fire season started. We've been
Alaska,
cooler and wetter than average though, so.
We've
I
been
think
wetter
Alaska's at
here.
700,000 acres.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And I guess Vancouver's on fire too. So Vancouver, is it Vancouver? I don't know. There's a place.
British Columbia.
Yeah, British Columbia. Okay. Yeah, I know it was somewhere in that area. But yeah, there's been fires up there. But for you guys just joining us, I have to show you. I got an advanced copy of Terry Tempest Williams' book Erosion, essays on essays of undoing. Anyway, I'm super excited. I get to read this book, and in September I will get an interview with her. She's a fellow
Oh, wow.
Utah, an activist, and obviously an author. But oh my God, just the preface made me cry.
I like the cover.
It's so good. It's so good, and I can't wait to just keep reading this book. Anyway, so that's going to be coming up, but it's a ways down the road. I can't even quote it yet, according to what's written on the back of the advanced copy.
Okay.
It's like it has instructions on the back of the copy what you can and cannot do. So it's like, well, good thing, because I would have been reading it on my show if I could have. But
Well, you will soon enough. When you were away, actually, I asked Maggie if maybe she could do some kind of piece about heat and weather and what happens around the world. And perhaps maybe one of these days, her stuff could be picked up for kids too.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
That would
Maybe
be great.
someone should join or make a kids environmental channel to teach them stuff, like some of the stupid stuff that goes viral for kids.
Catherine Hayhoe does it in Global Weirding.
Yeah, just make it so it's over the parents' heads so they don't keep them away from it. So it's just like, oh, here's a kid thing for you to watch, but make it over. I think kids are so brilliant; they can pick up on
smart, yeah.
You know,
what is it, Captain Global Weirding? What did you say, Sandy?
Global Weirding, and that her name is Dr. Catherine Hayhoe, and she's actually a climatologist, Christian climatologist. She's very interesting. I love her. A lot of people don't, but I do, and I follow her on Twitter, and we've chatted. And in fact, I was going to have her on, and then everything happened with my health, and it's just too much sometimes.
Yeah, pain's no joke.
Yeah, no kidding. I've been there, done that. We talked about that too, Sandy. I get pain. I mean, I haven't had it as long as you. I went through a good 4 years of serious, horrible, rotting pain. I still have the pain, but it's not rotting every day. It's just when I have a hard day, I have a hard day. But other than that, it's okay. It's livable. At least I can climb and do stuff I want to do,
Yeah, I know people living with pain. I don't personally have that experience, but I know people living with pain, and it affects everything, every freaking thing you do. You can't do, you can't think, So
16 years for me.
What's that, Sandy?
16 years of it for me. I always say, though, I'm not a victim. I've had 3 back surgeries and a neck surgery. I have hardware, and I am in the medical matrix, and I believe the bullshit. But I also have pretty bad spine. My spine is disabled. It has arthritis, and I have a lot of issues.
But Kermit, banning fossil fuels would also kill half the population. So go for it. Okay. Why am I laughing? That's not really funny. But
because it's ironic, Chris. It's irony, and sometimes irony does bring a little, laughter.
Yeah, you have to have a humor to get through all this. But yeah, starvation mostly. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Right now we cannot feed this planet as many people as there are, and it's increasing. 250,000 people per day are adding to the population. So yeah, when you're trying to feed those people, they're not going to be able to do it with electrical. They don't have electric tractors and all that, and to build all that would, yeah. So yeah.
What bothers me is when scientists or people in the know have a baby right now. I just don't get Guy McPherson was talking about the woman that said she said if we lose the Arctic, we lose the planet. He would always mention, and he said she just had a baby. Like,
Isn't that crazy?
Unless they have an alternate plan, people,
Maybe they have a bunker, but that's not even going to save you.
right. It's, yeah.
Denial is very strong.
Yeah.
And even in those who know, and baby making and HGTV and commercialism and consumerism still can infect even the strongest people.
And hormones are very strong
messages. Right. That too. Yeah. And you want, denial. You want to believe everything's fine. I mean, so you're going to make.
I see a lot of denial. I see a ton of denial. People think that the population can continue to grow. All we have to do is change our diet, change all the systems over to solar and wind and all that. And the fact is, that's not going to save everybody. There's still going to be a whole bunch of people who are going to die because there isn't the resources to support the populations we have right now, let alone adding to it like we are constantly.
Right.
And that's just a fact, and it's really hard to grasp for some people, I guess. I innately know that that's the case, but some people can't get it, I guess.
I think they can't. I think it's been made political. It's been made political, so they're just on that bandwagon. They're not, when
new person in the chat, really quick. Trisha, welcome.
Oh, welcome, Trisha.
When masses wake up, they're going to whine, why didn't somebody do something as they're going down in iceberg melt, civil and economic or food and water shortage chaos, or wet bulb frying temperatures. Yes, there's a smart person who's awake right there. And welcome.
Hi, Oz.
Hey, Oz is here. Hey, Oz. Nice to see you. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
No, that's okay. I was just saying, like, when I was younger, I don't remember Christian right or Republicans being anti-science. I don't remember that when I was younger, like back in the 70s and 80s. That wasn't, it's like a new phenomenon. Now we're all anti-science.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents used to be all excited that I was into science when I was a kid. But when the science teachers and the history teachers started teaching me about what really was going on with our world, then they got pissed because I was learning that Republican policies weren't like matching with my own heart and feelings.
They don't?
No, I was raised Republican, and I was shocked to find out that Republicans weren't the good guys. I really was.
Yeah, it is, because that's a whole paradigm shift, or your ground's moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they anti-evolution teaching?
No. My parents were smart enough to understand evolution was a thing.
I do know some. I'm just saying that because I know some anti-evolution.
Oh, there's a lot of Mormons that are that way.
Oh, creationists. That whole, it's the religious dogma of
right.
What, half the United States.
The planet's only 6,000 years old or some bullshit.
Yeah. And that we rode on the backs of dinosaurs. I've heard everything.
Yeah, I know. We exist at the same time as the dinosaur. I mean, we did with the woolly mammoth, but we eradicated the woolly mammoth because that's what humans do. We eradicate every other species besides ourselves. I saw Anthony Davis is here. Sorry, that's the person I missed. Hi, Anthony. Say hi to Anthony. He's Catholic, but I'm against having children. If you need to have a kid, adopt a child who really needs a parent.
Yeah.
That's what I used to always say.
I used to
my
say
mom, if I want to have kids, I'll adopt. But no, our society took that choice away from me. And I'm pissed about it to this day. Even though I love my kids, I would have loved an adopted kid just as much. If I wanted kids, I would have adopted kids. And there's so many kids without a home. Why? And that just reminds me of the other issue. And I wish Jeremy Chase was still here because I really wanted to address one of the things he said for my last video.
But on that subject, I just wanted to say, I liked your point about if we want to be fixed, we should be able to have the right to be fixed.
Yes.
Talking about that, I'm like, yeah, that's,
The
And
guys, they told me to have my husband get a vasectomy. My husband at the time did not want to get a vasectomy.
right.
It's
So
also the insurance companies, they don't want to pay for it.
yeah, but I was
Follow the money. Yeah.
yeah, it was bullshit anyway. Women should have just as many choices as men. That was ridiculous. Oh, just have your husband get a vasectomy. No, I want to have my tubes tied.
Right.
Simple. But no, I didn't get that
Hmm.
choice, and that pisses me off so bad. But anyway, my other point was, okay, so Jeremy Chase in the comments of my last video with Marcus Conte said something about how overpopulation is a conspiracy by the wealthy. They want to reduce the population. Have you seen any evidence of that? Because when I'm looking at Mike Lee, which me and Sandy did a show on Mike Lee and his asinine comments about how we need to have more babies to solve the climate issue, and you're there, all the Republicans that are trying to get rid of abortion rights. How on earth do you think these elites are trying? Why? What is their motivation to try to decrease population? Is there any motivation? How would they have all the slaves to do the work for them? How would they have the people, the consumers,
that's a
to
good
buy
point.
their products?
Yeah.
That is not a freaking conspiracy.
I
It's
have
not-
heard that.
Marcus
I have
is
heard that in
subscribing
conspiracy
to
land.
that. Yes,
What?
it is in conspiracy land
It is,
because
yeah.
when I first brought
New
ham
World
bone,
Order.
yep, and when
they
I
mention
first
the
brought
stones, the guide stones say only so many people or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Agenda 21, and they think all this they think all these things. But when I first brought Hambone onto my channel, it seems to have permeated into some of the left, and they talk about this as, oh my God, overpopulation's not a problem. That is just the plan of the elites. And it goes along with all of these things. I have read the United Nations documents on Agenda 21. It has been changed and perverted, and I'm not going to go any further.
No,
that is what it comes down to. Agenda 21. I have heard that conspiracy about Agenda 21, and that's an environmental. That was an environmental.
Yes,
but that's ridiculous. Yeah. I want to hear more about the guide stones. Val's going to come on. Val Halifax 6. He's going to come on Monday, and he wants to talk about those guide stones. So
yeah, right? Georgia guys, they do say that the population needs to be. I forget exactly what it says, but we don't even know who actually. Do they really know the history of that? I don't know.
I read wait for that for Monday. We'll watch that on Monday.
You looking at the Phosphorus joined us. Forsaken joined us.
Yeah, I got to look at that. I got to look at the chat.
But Oz loves the Dames of Doom.
Oh, great!
That's awesome. The rich have planes. Yeah, the rich have planes.
Kermit said the guide
populations of 500 million. That's interesting.
Yeah, 500 million. Sorry.
Okay, so join us Monday for that discussion. Mm-hmm. That's probably going to be pretty interesting. Yep. There's Val. He's like, yep.
Humans writing what it says. Maintain humanity under.
I love Human. He always comes up with that kind of stuff. Like, here's the information. This is what you're talking about right here. Here's the facts. Bam. That's why Human is so awesome.
Right.
We need Human for president.
It's saying to balance with nature, reproduce wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
That's awesome. I can't
I
wait
see Human everywhere. Everywhere. I see Human on all the talk shows, all of the YouTube talk shows. She. I think he said he was a he. At one, I think I got a comment. Yeah.
3, unite humanity with a living new language for rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Yeah, Human is so human. Bio, you're awesome. No, Human is amazing. That's why I made him, like, I didn't ask. I just made him moderator. And then he went on my next show, and he's like, whoa, what?
Will he come on? Has he come on?
I don't know. I would love Human to come on.
Yeah. Come on, Nina.
Oh, hey, Warlord. We have a new person watching. Warlord
Oh yeah, that is new.
Pliskin. Thanks for joining us. And Moose Gal's here. Yay.
Hi, Moose Gal.
We love Moose Gal. One of our favorite people. We have so many awesome people on this channel. I am so honored with all the people that come on here. Even if you don't agree with me 100%, which what's the chances of agreeing with anybody 100% ever?
But I like you
Absolutely.
guys like that because you don't. When you disagree, you're fine with that.
Mhm.
You know what I
That's
mean?
how it should be.
Right. That's how it should be.
That's how you work things
That's
out.
good. Yeah.
The correct opinion will win in the long run eventually.
Right.
Well, wait, opinion or fact?
The fact will win. Facts will win in the long
Right.
run. Yes,
But I
facts
mean,
should
even
win.
if you disagree with each other, not over major things, you know what I mean? Even if
Yeah.
you guys talk intelligently back and forth, like,
Well, we
you know what
don't fight.
I mean? No, but I've
What's the
seen
use
that.
of that?
This is good. Yeah. But
That's why we need more
Imagine.
women in this
Yes.
sphere because
yeah.
that's what we bring to it. We bring the intelligent discussion without banging each other's heads together.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
speaking of that, like, I was thinking of that because I did Guy McPherson and Derek Jensen, and
Mhm.
I'm like searching for either doing you guys or searching for a female climate scientist or some or an environmentalist, a female environmentalist.
there's a few of them out there. I've got to hunt them down. I just don't have time to do that.
Watch
I want to
Global Weirding and do Catherine Hayhoe,
Yeah,
and I'll
Who?
share it with her.
right. Yeah. So would I
Wait,
look her up on YouTube, right? Her shows? Her
Yeah,
kid shows, or is that a cable? It's YouTube.
YouTube.
who? Wait, I'm
The one
lost.
that
Who?
does
Dr. Catherine Hayhoe, and she is a Christian climatologist, but she
Oh
does a
wow.
show called Global Weirding, and a lot of it could be geared towards children on climate change and all the things she talks about. I follow her on Twitter, and I just like her, even though a lot, like I was said this before, I think maybe you did go to the bathroom. A lot of people don't. They say, "Oh, she's so mainstream," but I find her engaging, and you should check her out, Chris. Global
Oh,
Weirding.
global. Well, that's what Paul Beckwith always says. Global weirding.
That's her show.
Yeah, I
Huh.
wanted to do Paul. That was that do Paul. But I would
Okay.
parody him.
His wife may not like that.
That's when it occurred to me. I'm like, that's like the third guy, and I'm like, I want to take someone else from the environmental community. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
you should do a Paul.
I-
You should do a Paul Beckwith
yeah, I
doll,
want to do that.
and with his
He
cat
has cats and
Shackleton.
yeah, I have really shallow ears.
Hey, why don't you do Bill Nye the Science Guy? That would be hilarious.
I could do it. Yeah.
That would be fun too. I don't know. I really like your psychiatrist though, and the Doomer psychiatry. I think that
I
is something
am liking her, and I want to do more climate anxiety. Hambone was reading an article about that. I thought that was today. He always announces the date, but I just flipped through.
I know.
That they were talking about the climate anxiety, all the psychologists and the
Hmm. Yeah, that's right. He was. I was listening to that while I was driving.
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
it's a
the
big
eco, what do they call it? Eco anxiety or something like that.
yeah. I think
Something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm like, okay, I relate to that. That's me.
yeah.
That's what Carolyn Baker and Dean Walker deal with. That's when they do their workshops, and the information they bring and what you bring to their workshops is all dealing with pretty much climate anxiety and what does Hambone say? The collapse of civilization that
Right.
we're watching.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Okay, everybody welcome circa 1965. He's one of our additions from Marcus Conte. So super excited to have
Welcome,
a new
65.
person with us. We're all family here, so jump in whenever you want. Say whatever the hell you want. All is welcome. So
But I want to do Hambone. The problem is, like, I have this really good idea with chipmunks and the dog.
Chippies. That
Yeah,
is the
chippies and this whole thing. But his voice is very complicated. His voice is it's not really a Southern accent. There's something else on there.
What does he say? Like like he never says his T's in like last. So it's like last year. He never says his T's. I noticed that.
Right. He always says yes, like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. That's funny.
We don't like him at all. No.
He's a good guest. He's a good guest, and he cooks meals, and he brings food, and he's. I'm just glad that Sancho Panza didn't jump off my second story deck.
No kidding.
Sancho.
I feel so bad for Pancho.
I know.
Sancho Panza.
Okay, I'm like, don't tell me I said his name wrong when I was emailing him about it.
Don't worry about it.
Because I had to. First thing I had to tell him about this. I was so excited. It's like you had this community. You're like, okay, no one in my life is really going to be excited about it, except for Arrow was, my daughter. When she seen that, she freaked out. She's like, are you kidding? You're going to interview her? They sent you a book? Oh my God. Because she's a big fan.
Yeah, that's
huge fan. So I'm like, oh my God, wow, cool. She was calling all of her friends, telling them. How cool is that?
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
I just wanted to ask you guys before we get off the Hambone
thing.
Georgia
Guidestones.
The dog's what's the dog's name? Like, what is Sancho Panza?
It's such
a little doodle thing.
Oh, okay.
He got his little dog in South America and brought him back.
Oh,
is that where he got Sancho?
Okay.
Yes.
South America? I didn't know where he got Sancho. Wow.
I was wondering how that name. Okay.
Yeah, Sancho Panza likes my house and likes my cats when they come out, but they are a little terrorized. But he's actually the same size as most of them.
Yeah, he looks tiny. He looks like he's smaller than my dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Smaller than Bear.
Yeah, Bear's like a little boy.
He's like half Basset Hound, half Border Collie. He's like this wide, this tall, and this long.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's hilarious.
Black and brown one. You have the brown one. But
he's black, but he's gray, but he's black.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the black one. Okay.
And then I have the little brown one.
Yeah.
He's not so fat. Bears, what you doing over there? He's sleeping in the hallway. I don't know where Tuffy is. He's probably under the bed here. Tuff, where are you? Tuff.
Here's my 7. I don't know if you guys can see her. Can you see it? There she is.
Aww.
7.
Torstein's funny tonight. He's commenting female collapse. he's making me laugh. I'm looking at his stuff.
Torstein always has funny. Tuffy, where are you?
Now Torstein I find ironic. Torstein I find interesting, his commentary, and some people may not, but I do. Torstein.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I just think it's funny when he's telling everybody his boyfriend girlfriend status. I think he has a crush on you, Maggie.
Oh, really? That's a big compliment.
Right?
Anymore.
Dan Hooligan has a toothless dachshund named Ellie. How cute!
Oh, my dog's almost toothless. He's lost all the teeth in front. My little Tuffy. He's still got his side ones, but they poke out of his mouth now. But he's old. He's an old fart. Let's see. This is way better than the view. Thanks, Shiva. All the girls BSing. We can have a way good time if we get Moose Gal on here too one of these days, and then Shiva. It'd be fun to hang out with her.
Jilly, I would love to.
And Jilly, oh my gosh, I talked to her on the phone. She's
that's
amazing.
Cool. Yes, Jilly is amazing.
Jilly is amazing. A sweetheart from hell. He's so knowledgeable about so many things because she's on every single freaking channel there is. It's like, if you go to a channel you like, there's Jilly. She is absolutely amazing.
Well, that's one of the things you have to say.
Said stuff that I didn't know. I'm
Torstein denies everything. Of course you do.
Jill says she's too shy. Well, It's cool. I think Jilly, we came across each other's paths. Oh my gosh, during 2015, maybe when Bernie was
Mhm.
first running, or
That's
early
when I
16.
first ran across Julie
Yeah,
on Birdie 2016 TV. She was
there you
on
go.
there. And then I went back there when it changed to Uphill Media, and I'm like, Julie, oh my God. I
Right.
remember you from way back when, you
Yep.
know? It was really cool.
Did you
So,
guys listen to Jimmy Dore and
oh,
that?
hell yeah.
He's
That's one of my favorites. I'm a big Jimmy Dore fan. So, yeah. Jimmy Dore's good. Do you?
I mean,
yeah, he's hilarious.
I wish you would cover more of the environmental stuff. I
I
would
Yeah,
listen
like
to
to.
Tom
I've listened
Hartman.
a couple
He
times.
covers a lot of
Yeah,
environmental
he
and climate
does.
change stuff.
Yeah.
If you can live with the rest of Tom Hartman's
I
politics.
can live with all of Tom Hartman. I listen. I don't have to agree with everything, but I can live with Tom Hartman. Believe
I
me,
watch
better
him a
than Rush
lot on the
Limbaugh.
climate. Oh yeah, hell of a lot better than Rush Limbaugh. That's not even a comparison. Yeah, I
So
went
that's
away from him for a while because he was pushing Hillary Clinton and I couldn't deal with that. So I backed off. I moonwalked away from Tom Hartman and now I've started coming back because of the climate coverage. So
Yeah, he does have a lot of climate because that's how I found him. Because I was just looking for that, and I learned
yeah.
a lot.
Hey Gaio Smith. Better than Hayo Jennifer. What? Better wait. Hey yo. I don't know what
Well,
he's trying to
Jennifer
say.
Hines. I know. I think he's trying to say, yeah, Jennifer Hines. Do a Jennifer Hines character. She's
Oh yeah,
wonderful.
that would be a good one. Jennifer Hines is awesome. I
Or yeah,
invited her to be here tonight. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
get a
was
response.
thinking about her. Yeah.
I don't think she gets on our Facebook very often, and that's the only contact information I really have. So
Okay.
I
You
sent her
know.
an invite on Facebook.
oh, I don't know if I did, Chris. I'm sorry to
No,
tell her because today was I fell asleep like half the night.
I don't blame you. You fall asleep too. In fact, I have a lot of work to do still before my weekend starts. I have to do my end of week report. I have to do my time card. I have to put in my mileage. I have to do. There's so many things I have to do at the end of the week, and it's like it doesn't feel like it's the end of the week because it's too early to be the end of the week. You
Yeah.
know, it's, it's too early to be the end of the week. Public domain is here. Love strawberries and teas. Okay, I
So
love strawberries and teas.
Jennifer's main work is in the methane, right?
Yes,
Okay.
she's the methane lady. She does the
Okay.
methane bomb. She
Well,
did the methane bomb like a big video
Yes.
production on that went viral.
okay.
And now she's working with Yan
I think that's
Riley on a database and
okay.
some short videos that go along with the database. So that's kind of really exciting.
Yeah.
And hopefully she'll be doing more with Environmental Coffee House and I'll be doing less.
Yeah, I mean that's cool that she's going to be on that. I of course I'm with Roar Media, but it's still cool. We all work together, doing different things. You know, I mean, like
Right.
Roar Media isn't obviously engineering this show right now, but when I do certain interviews, he's there when he can be
Yeah.
and engineers my shows, which is really cool. Um, it is what it is. Yeah, I didn't even think about that last time you were on. The show was engineered, wasn't it, Maggie? I had Oz
Awesome.
on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So this is what happens when I don't have Oz. I use Hangouts and as people hop on and
Yeah.
is what it is. No one's engineering it, but yeah. Hangouts just changes back and forth. Whoever's talking, they put them on the screen and it's kind of cool.
Moose
So
Gal was saying that she likes her favorite show is Let the Madness Begin, and I bumped into her in that chat because I do like
they're,
that show as well. I like those two guys. I think that
they're kind of funny, but they are kind of establishment too.
they have reasonable discussion. And you see, I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to
Okay, I have my
pigeonhole
triggers.
myself.
I have my
Yeah,
triggers. My triggers are Russiagate and Hillary Clinton. Don't prop those two things up,
I never
or
thought
I
that
will
those guys were pro
never.
Hillary.
I don't like watching those two
They're
things.
not pro Hillary.
They were after the between the primary and the general election. They were after Bernie was cheated. So I stopped watching them for a while too. Anyone who was propping up Hillary, I stopped watching, including TYT, of course. I still don't watch them. anymore. But yeah, anyone who propped up, I used to watch Sam Cedar until after the primary, and then he started propping up Hillary and pushing Hillary. You need to vote for Hillary, or you're, yeah. It's like, no, let me decide. I wasn't even a freaking Democrat. I became a Democrat to vote for Bernie Sanders, not for these establishment fucking assholes. They're corrupt as fucking shit, and then they go and cheat on top of it. So I can't listen to people do that. So yeah, Tom Hartman, Sam Cedar, Dave Packman. There was so
No,
many.
I only
I,
like Tom because I've listened to Tom for so long, and he's like a member of the family.
right. No, I get that. That's cool. I w- I just started listening to him in 2015 during the primaries, and then after the primary, it was he pissed me off, so I couldn't do it. But I went back after, on the climate stuff. I'll still go back and watch the climate stuff. If he goes off on RussiaGate, I'm out again. It's just, that's the way it is. I really think that's just a distraction. I really don't like the RussiaGate thing. Shillery, Bill Wonder, yep, Shillery.
You guys have any other ideas for shows? I wanted to do, I mean, with the dolls, I wanted to do, I've been to Brazil before, but when I was young, but my best friend was from there. So I've heard a lot of their talking a lot. So I wanted to do, I saw an interesting documentary on the farmers, and they were like, pay us if you want to, if you don't want us to do this to the forest, give us an income. They want the wealthier countries to give them an annual income to not, they're not the only ones doing things in the forest. But I just want to, I mean, that's just one angle, but I just wanted to do one about the rainforest and what's going on.
Yeah, you should.
All different things. Yeah.
How long does it take you to create a character?
Oh,
Yeah, I can't even keep up with the dang comments.
not that long. I just kind of look at them and think of what the voice would be. It takes longer to like write out what I want to do. I want to show you guys something. Hold on.
Okay. Here she goes.
There she goes.
Yeah, I do. Let me put in my. I wanted to do Derek Jensen again, but do Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, which actually Hambone had that idea, because the "We're so fucked" at the end of the one video, like like at the Jeopardy one says "We're so fucked." The
Yeah.
Jeopardy one I just did. I didn't know that was Jensen's line from his book because I haven't had time to read that book.
I think I missed that one. What the hell?
The Jeopardy.
I think I missed it.
It was brilliant.
You put it on. You got to see it. Yeah, she's got to see it.
Last time I tried to
you
share my
so
screen, it didn't work out very well.
Okay.
But let us do it on another show then.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
because you're going to interview him. So
yes, I am. I'll watch it for sure before I
definitely use
interview.
that one. Don't use that ice cream one. It's terrible. The that one is the
Oh
Jeopardy.
my God, I can't believe I missed that. I've been trying to watch all your videos. How did I miss that one?
I'll send it to you.
Uh,
But yeah, so I wanted to do Wheel of Fortune, but I don't want to have the same, saying that because you would kind of know. But I was thinking of doing it with Jensen, but I guess I could do it with anybody. But
oh yeah, you could do it with all. You could go through all of them and do it. Maggie May wants to know what, or not Maggie. Moose Gal wants to know what you do on your channel, Maggie.
what I
Want to
do?
explain? Yeah, what's your channel? She has an awesome
Oh my
channel.
God. I do parody and satire with dolls.
It's hard to explain, right? It's cool as hell, though. Check it out.
I think parody and satire was a pretty good description.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you could do the Jeopardy and just cycle through all the characters that you build. Guy McPherson, Derek Jensen.
Right.
You can do a Paul Beckwith and go through them all with that.
Do parody, yeah.
That would be fabulous.
Each of them, yeah.
Or have them all together competing against each other.
Right.
That would
Well,
be
I didn't want to put Guy McPherson and Jensen in the same, you know,
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
but
Courtroom?
well,
Yeah,
they
let's not do
don't
that.
actually stay in the same room here. They're in separate.
Oh, that's good. Keep them in separate rooms. Keep them separated. That's probably a good idea.
But
Uh,
but yeah, it would be cool to have them together in something down the line, maybe.
yeah, down the line when there's, I don't know,
Yeah,
less drama, whatever.
right.
Relevant and vital. I wish I could keep up with the comments because
Oh, Moose Gal wants to see. She wants me to walk with my computer in to see my moose chair. Oh my God, I can't do it.
bench or
I have to
whatever it
unhook
is.
everything.
You have a moose chair?
It's like
Yeah,
there, right?
it's a wooden, and the
Yeah.
back of it is embroidered, and it has moose on it, and it's
Oh.
leather on the. I went and picked it up. I know it's not a vegan chair. It has leather, but it is amazing. And I think it was crafted. I actually don't know where it's crafted, but I had to have it.
I do leather work, so um,
Beautiful.
I love doing leather work. I've done quite a bit of leather work. Yeah, so a lot of the vegan people won't like my hobby.
Wheel of Misfortune.
Wheel of Misfortune. Yes,
good.
Anthony, that is
Anthony.
brilliant.
Yeah. Woo.
Absolutely brilliant. That's a yes, yes, yes. May has the best doomer channel. Yeah, she does.
You
She
got to see
does.
that Environmental Jeopardy though. That I'll send it to you right one day because there's yeah, you got to see
So
that.
if you stream live on your channel.
I like the idea of doing that again with each different person. Like,
The price is left.
the price is
That's good, human. I like it.
humans quick.
Yes, human's very quick. He's on top of it all the time. Watch out for these women in all leather outfits. I don't wear all leather outfits. I do leather work. That's different. It's like, okay, all those hides from all those animals people eat are gonna just be tossed away if they're not used for something.
Pat says they already have Red Letter Media or already has Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Okay, keep thinking, guys. Give her some ideas.
Gaio said, get the Dem candidate from Hawaii. Well, a lot of people
Tulsi. I like Tulsi.
She appeals to a lot of different people, and
yeah, she appeals to libertarians, and she'll appeal to a lot of the right wingers. So I think Tulsi has a good chance. But if she was in the general, but she's not going to make it to the general because she will be cheated, and I believe Bernie will be cheated as well. That's why I give up on freaking politics.
Local politics, though, that's where you can effectuate change, trickle up. And you really can, because if you care about where you live, you can really make a difference by those smaller things, these little towns and their little boards and all that.
Yeah.
It happens here. I mean, we're cleaning things up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think just doing the communication that we do on these channels, getting people talking and sharing ideas, that's one of the most important things you can do. And anything I can do to help other people get their voice out there. It was so scary for me to start doing this. And now I'm pretty comfortable doing it. I was terrified the first time I went, and then I went on like one time, and then it took me a whole entire other year to go on again. I had to build up my courage again. And then, it was a very slow start. And now I'm pretty comfortable doing it. And I think there's a lot of people that have a voice that needs to be heard. So if y'all want to come on, this is what this is about. Bring people on here that have to help them have a voice, and maybe they can start their own channel, and we can get the word even more out there. The more channels there are, even if they're small, the bigger difference it will make in the long run. It changes the algorithm and everything. They'll see it. I don't know how to explain it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
get it out there. People need to just talk.
And you
So
have to get more comfortable. Like you guys are all comfortable. Like I'm not comfortable yet with the film, like the permanency. Maybe you know what I mean. Like I grew
yeah,
up like,
it's
in the
on
80s,
there.
70s, and 80s. You know what I mean. So I'm like, just the permanency of like I just can't get. Now I'm like getting comfortable doing that and putting up myself and not just the dolls. Although I like to do, it just takes a while to do the dolls. So if I want to do something, I can't just, have to
Yeah, it's easy just to jump on and do
right.
a quick thing. So yeah, and I'm glad you're doing it now. Like you're talking, just
Yeah.
just being you and talking about what you're feeling and all that. Oh my gosh, what was the psych? What was that you were talking about? In that one
Oh,
video.
panpsychism. Where
Yeah, panpsychism. That. Talk
consciousness.
about that a little bit.
Yeah, panpsychism is because I've always been kind of a spiritual person, or I do believe in God or a source or whatever you want to call it. Um, but the dualism thing is very much a separate, it separates matter and mind. So I found out about the panpsychism, and there's pantheism too, where you see God in everything, not just consciousness, but yeah,
Mhm.
consciousness in everything. Not that it's the same consciousness as humans, but since we're all made of the same stuff, there's bits of consciousness and everything. And I think I really do believe that. I don't know.
I think there's
Well,
such
there's
a
a whole
consciousness.
big movement between Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, and the other guy. They call themselves the Three Amigos. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of different, based on meditation.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff out there. And when you're like me, I'm always looking for something that's going to help me feel better.
Yeah.
Meditation, and it's very hard
Right.
for me to meditate though. But
Right.
I'm
See,
going to
I
start
can't quiet
some.
my mind unless I'm up in the mountains. Then I can.
oh, baby.
Say hi, Tabbies.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, no kisses. Oh, thank you, breast.
Sweetheart.
My old fart, the teeth sticking out.
Oh, you got a good
Sweetheart.
face. He's got a good face. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a boy. Oh, the fireworks just started. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have them going on here too, and my Lucy is shaking.
Oh, Tubby, I'm sorry.
Well, we won't have them here because nobody's around.
I mean, the bird. I always think about the birds, the poor
Mhm.
Oh
birds.
God, I know the birds and all the animals.
I know I really don't like them. I've never really liked them, and I always think that if anybody I know is going to shoot them off, that they're going to blow their hand off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well, out here they don't just do it on the 4th. They do it like the week before and the week after. Like,
Oh yeah, here
you
too,
know what I mean? Okay.
but not around my house per se. And I don't think that anybody will. Not around where I am. I hope not.
okay, my body's shaking. My little body. He doesn't like this at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go turn the TV on for him so he can be distracted.
Lucy's not shaking. This is
Oh.
Lucy. Lucy's
Oh.
17 years old.
Oh, how cute! Oh,
Yeah, she's 17, doing good. But
oh,
she's not shaking right now, which I'm surprised because usually with the fireworks she shakes. But
oh. Well,
yeah,
Tuffy's shaking. He's right at my feet now. He won't. He's not going to leave my feet.
yeah. I heard that those
Anita's here. Hi, Nina. And
Thunder
Jeffrey Peterson's here as well. Sorry.
Hi, Anita. Anita M's here. Hi, Anita.
Awesome. Yeah, I've got to get my puppies tucked in. They're getting a little nervous. Dang fireworks, people. I wish it could just be the one day and have it over with.
That's
She
the
got-
second person that's they're always telling you to run for office, Chris.
I don't know why. I would suck at running for office. I just piss a lot of people off.
You're
My
very
opinions are a little out there.
Yeah.
Who said that? Like, just
great opinion.
oh, Don Hilligan.
Mhm.
I love you, Don. I wish I wish my opinions were popular, especially not in this state. My opinions are not very popular.
Yeah, but they could be if you did take a stab and take a walk on the wild side.
Well, I don't know. You got to
You're
remember that I'm surrounded by
I'll be
Mormons.
behind you.
I know, but you're in different states.
That's true.
But
What do
how does change ever happen if people don't take risks?
You know what? My husband has played with the idea of running for mayor, and a lot of people have encouraged him to do that. And I think it's better to have the facade of him, and then I will push his policy after he gets elected.
Well, I think that's pretty cool because that would then change the dynamics of your town.
Yeah, it totally would,
Yeah.
because they think he's a good old country boy dude, but he still likes my ideas,
Mhm.
and he could sell my ideas a lot better than a woman could in this male dominated
Right.
space.
Where you
So,
live, do you have disaster planning? Do you have
yes,
you
yes,
do?
with the
So that
church.
with the church, I
The
wonder if
church comes
you,
by. My husband's really good in with the people of the church. They come by the house. We have this, I don't know, it's like a kit, and it has like different things to put in your window in case of a disaster, to let people know if you're okay, or whatever, different
I heard
colors.
that the Mormons are really good with that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
they are so preppers.
And they're
They're
prepping bad.
really big preppers. That's the one thing I appreciate about the Mormons. They're
Yeah.
super good preppers. So if you're good in with them, you're pretty good. you know,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. We'll be, yeah. My husband is right in there with the Mormons here, so I don't like associate with them, but my husband does. That's why I could never run for office, because I don't do the church thing. So he doesn't do the church thing either, but he hangs out with them and pretends he believes their bullshit.
I'm just
So
see this video. No.
it's funny. Uh, okay. AOC just introduced 4-point plan for immigration. Cool. That's going to be interesting. You know what? We actually, okay, this is something I wanted to just touch on really, really, really quick. Um, all those displaced farmers that have to migrate, don't you think that they have the skills that we need in this country right now to get rid
Right.
of the monoculture and diversify our farming? Those people have the skills. They're
Right.
driven out of their home area because of the climate change and temperatures. There's other reasons too. Mostly it's either the U.S. driving them out, or the climate changes ruined their farming. There's a bug in here. Anyway, those people would actually be way better than getting some rich asshole educated piece of shit here. The farming people is what we need. We need someone to go
Yeah.
into the city and help them then make a lawn into a freaking garden, and they would know how to do it.
Right.
They're skilled in the skills we actually need to help people survive. So I think those are the people they need to let in, the farmers.
Yeah. Hands-on experience in disaster,
Mhm.
and the Midwest. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking of Midwest right now.
No, not the farm, not the monoculture
No, I know you're
farmers.
not
I'm talking. No, I'm
that.
talking about
I'm
Don
just saying,
Milligan.
like,
Not those ones. The ones
right,
that made a living growing on a small plot in their
right.
in their land, and
We
now they
need
can't
them.
grow
Yeah.
anymore. Those people.
Immigrant. Right. Right.
OM
Those,
OMGMO.
but it just reminded me of I don't know, it just occurred to me about the Midwest. But
Yeah, the Midwest is in total disaster. There's like what 58% of the crops have been planted that are supposed to be planted by this time, and that's going to be, yeah, putting us in a desperate situation, especially when Europe is also experiencing a heat wave and having
right.
trouble with their crops. I guess potatoes are a big thing that they can't grow.
I'm going to can a lot of stuff
Why the
for
fuck is
cheer.
Japan wailing again for? Yes, Osama. I think I brought that up at the beginning. If not, I brought it up on my show yesterday with
Yeah.
Marcus Conte. Yeah, Japan is wailing again. Why in the fuck aren't they being
Yeah,
stopped?
what's that about?
There's not enough. There's barely any whales in the freaking ocean, unless they're trying to take them out of their misery because they're killing them with plastics. I don't know. I don't know. It's disgusting. I almost threw up when I saw that first thing in the morning.
Why did they say they were
Yesterday.
starting that again? Why did they say they're
I don't. I don't remember what. I was just too disgusted by the visual of it. It's just so wrong. So wrong. Yeah, modern farmers are just fucking destructive. Yes, Don Hooligan. That's true. That's why we need the old time, the people from third world countries that made their living off of farming but can't now because of the climate. And they're coming and immigrating here. They should be let in and say, hell yeah, help us farm
And help us
in a
with,
normal way. Break up all these fucking monoculture farms
yeah.
and you get a little plot of this big monoculture farm, you farm it, make diversity and feed the people around us. It's like,
They know what they're doing. Yeah.
yes, I mean, that would be so smart, but they're not going to do that. Europe already tried Green Party politics as well. Don't make the same mistake. Yeah, I know. Uh,
I'd like to see the farmers here more open to growing hemp, and instead of corn, it can be done if we have the
but we
right
still don't want a monoculture. Even if it's hemp, we don't want a monoculture. We need diversity. We need a lot of diversity.
transition somehow.
Yeah,
And we do have a lot of small farmers and farmers markets, but we still have the bigger farms that do the soy and the corn, and it's also not looking great this year here either.
yeah, but we need to get out of that. We just need to get out of that. We
And
can't.
that's exactly how to do it, to try to get the different crops. And then as you're getting your different crops in, more meaningful crops like hemp and all green things, you can do a monoculture, but all right, I see what you're saying about that. You don't want to do like all green beans or all broccoli, but
Yeah, or even all hemp. I mean, yeah, I mean, but just start taking portions of what we have for soybeans and wheat and all that, and start doing. Okay, well, this acre here you're an immigrant. You get to go ahead and farm this acre off of this 300,000 acre fucking farm of soybeans. Here's your acre. You get to plant whatever, and then give another one this acre, and then you just have to share it with everybody. Put them to freaking work, and give them a place to live, a place. I don't know. We need to change our society, our culture, and I don't have the answer. I don't know how to do it. It's like all these jumbles in my head trying to figure this out.
No, that was a really good plan. Like I was picturing everything you were saying. See,
at least you're trying to figure
run
it
for
out.
office, Chris. I'm telling you,
What's that?
for office, we're behind you.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not, yeah, like I said, I don't have the answers. It's just, these are the, when you're trying to figure it out, things
Right.
come to your head, and I want to figure it out, but yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. But even after a 9% drop from expectations higher than the last year's crop, I don't know about that. A lot of last year's died. I mean, or got ruined because of the floods, right? They had it stored. Like 30% from last year got destroyed. Exploding silos took much surplus. Yeah, public domain. That's what I was seeing.
But they said
The
it
chat
won't
got
be.
interesting.
What's
We
that?
won't have a shortage. The prices will go up this year, and then next year we'll have a short. I was watching someone talk about how it's gonna go down. So like this year we'll see the prices go up, and then a shortage should come the next following year, with what's going on in the Midwest, like how it's gonna affect them.
Oh, human. Sorry, I was distracted by humans' comments. Since 1987, Japan has killed between 200 and 1,200 whales each year under an exemption to the ban allowing scientific research. They were eaten.
Oh,
Oh, that
that's
just makes me sick. Just eat weed. It'll all work out, Jeremy.
turn this light on. I can't see.
At least you'll feel better about it,
I don't know.
I guess, if you're all happy. Dandelions,
I
build
like
soil,
Forsaken
and feed you.
Companion. They overplant corn and wheat and soy, so we have it added to everything. That's why
Yep,
it's all, additives for everything to make the junk fooding of America and the world.
yep,
People don't
absolutely.
even have, and nobody can afford good nutrition, so they buy all this bullshit. These, and in the cities, in the neighborhood stores, they just sell junk, and that's what people have access to.
Right?
Come and see
Like
Good
one,
Omens. Great scene with whaling ships in the Kraken. No, I didn't see that. Did you guys see that Good Omen? Is that a movie, I guess? good omens.
In the whaling ships. I didn't see.
Whaling ships in the Kraken. It's on hopefully the whaling ships got
No.
it.
Mm-mm.
No. Well, anyway,
No.
we gotta go. I'm so
Okay.
tired.
Yeah, you're tired. I'm tired.
And I got a busy day tomorrow. My kids are gonna be in town and I gotta cook.
That's great.
And I have an interview with Derek Jensen tomorrow at 3:30 Mountain
Oh, it's
Time.
tomorrow. It's on the 4th. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Is
on
it
the
I'll
live?
send you that video.
Yes, it'll be live.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, I don't know. My husband has off. According to Doug, if I go on that thing,
Oh God,
oh,
yeah, it
there might
sounds like
not be.
Greg. He's getting
Yeah.
used to it though. I just do it anyway. He gets used to it. He's fine.
He gets used to it.
It's like if he just starts being ornery, I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk to you another time. Shut the
Yeah,
door.
there you go.
And then he'll still once in a while I'm on live, he'll open the door and give me a dirty look and then close the door again.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
These men.
I know, man. What do you do? They'll get trained eventually.
Right?
Just gotta work on it. It's just the way it is.
Well, then I guess I'll say my good night. Thank you for having me. Let's I promise. Now, I don't know about next Wednesday, but I promise that I will help in the endeavor to bring some more female voices in
Nice, yes.
that are commentators as well. And I would love to hook you up with Mindy so you could talk about your daughters in New Zealand. And
Oh,
she's
yeah.
very talented, and she does a lot of graphics for Real Progressives. So I'm sure that you've seen some of her work.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the Real Progressives. I watch them all the time. So, or not as much as I used to. There's one gal I watch on there when I see her.
Trish. Yeah, Trish
Yeah,
from
Trish. I really like
Tagmania.
her. I really,
Right.
really like her.
Right. Well, they gave me my voice because I didn't know I had one either, like you were talking about earlier. And they gave me a voice, and I didn't know I had any of the talent, although I was a trainer. And I had all that in my professional life. So Steve Grumbine gave me a voice, and I took it, and then built the environmental coffee house, all just sometimes from laying in bed with the phone.
That's all it is. I mean, you just start with one thing and leads to another. I mean, next thing you know, you have Oz engineering and everything. And by the way, Maggie, Oz would love to engineer for you as well. So if you ever want someone to engineer a show for you, think about it.
Sandy, you're a natural at that. Like when you're interviewing people and when you're just talking, you're a natural.
Yeah, she's absolutely good. I'm not so natural.
I'm doing.
I'm awkward.
I'm
Chris,
just
don't put yourself down. Just
It's not
hone your
putting,
toe.
it's just a fact. It's just who I am. I'm just awkward. I've always been awkward. I always will be
not
awkward.
awkward.
I'm a little awkward. Yeah. It's okay. I don't mind being awkward. This is my personality. I'm just weird. And I'm
And we
okay
like
with
it.
I love being weird. Yeah.
it.
3 Weird. What is the show now? The Dames
Well,
of Weird.
Yeah. What fun is it to be normal, though? I mean,
Right.
if we were normal, why would anyone even freaking want to watch you if you just look
I've
like
never
everybody
been a
else?
normie.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
20
not
years
a-
of my career, I wasn't a normie.
Yeah, I've never been a
Yeah,
normie.
I've never
I
been.
rode my Harley on Fridays. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had a good life.
I was a farrier. I used to shoe horses and work with hot steel. So,
Oh, wow.
you know, I've done everything. I'm not a normie. I work with my muscles. I don't, you know, I'm not a girly girl or anything. So I'm not normal.
Yeah.
Never have been. Never will be.
No, that's
I don't
right.
even know what normal is anymore anyway.
Right.
Aw, thanks, Moose Gal. Okay, let's say goodbye to everybody before we
Okay.
go. Osama, of course.
Oh, I
Awesome.
think Jeremy would come
is
back.
Ariel in here? Ariel is here. Where did I miss Ariel? Osama said hello to Ariel. That's my daughter, by the way. There she is.
Hello,
You
Ariel.
didn't get the link? Ah, okay. She's late. She came back late from work. She was going to join us, but she may join next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
But yeah, Ariel, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. I sent you a text about what to get for the salad tomorrow. Okay.
That's cute.
Uh,
If my kid ever found me, I don't know. I'd probably drop. I don't know. I don't have a clue if she even follows me anymore. what she does.
Oh no, Ariel especially likes. I think she likes the girls show because we try to talk about solutions and stuff, and that's what she really likes. Chris, at least not quite as crazy as one old classmate girl I knew. She takes her horses with her to Hawaii. Okay, who
Wow.
has that kind of fucking money to spend on hauling horses to Hawaii? That's
I
just
would say that's probably stressful too for the horses.
no kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put my horses through that. Are my ears burning? I don't know, Shiva. Are your ears burning? Next week for sure. Love you, Ariel. Yes, next week for sure. That would be fantastic. Don't you think?
I would love to be able to get Dawn to want to do it. She and her boyfriend did a podcast, but I don't know if I could get her on with me.
Sweet. No shortage in the Midwest. I don't know what they're talking about. Yes, population before factoring in my education and self-taught skills. Warlord. Yeah, you are one. Okay, one of a kind. Awesome. I
All right,
love
guys,
that.
I'm gonna log
Okay, we
off.
are going to
That
go.
was a
Human
fun one.
bio, public domain. Love you all. Yeah, starfish die off is really super sad. The sunflower starfish. I know. I did a story on that before. Yes, looking forward to Ariel, Osama. Thank you guys. Okay. Bye, Maggie. Bye, Sandy.
Bye,
I love
Maggie.
you all. Thank you for coming.
Bye,
Night,
Chris.
Moose Gal. Night, Yeshiva. Don.
Hi, everybody.
Osama. Love you guys. You guys have a good one. Bio. Thank you, as always. I'm going to miss somebody. I'm sorry, but I'll catch you next time. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.